Greetings, fellow engineers and pilots. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to No Man's Sky. Episode 3, Building a New Hyperdrive. So the storm is clearing, but it hasn't technically cleared yet. Oh, no, there it goes. Temperature's back to normal. Still hot, but normal. And much like the tritium hypercluster, the geodes are similar, where you can break them down for whatever they contain. It's Lotus, thank you for the resub. So let's break these geodes. We got ferrite and ferrite. That's plenty of ferrite for our purposes. So if I need 8 more mag ferrite, I need 16 pure ferrite, because it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so I'm only going to make as much pure ferrite as I need. I'm going to keep everything as normal ferrite dust. Because you can smelt upwards, but you can't smelt downwards. Oh, that's mag ferrite. You can't smelt from downwards, so like, it's better to keep it in the base components, so that you can, you know, make whatever you need, because I can't take mag ferrite and... Right? I think that's the case. Oh no, it does become pure ferrite. Never mind. I forgot that was added as a feature. Alright, now I have, I think, everything I need for the construction research unit. Interacting with it. Analysis online. Diagnostic suggestions. Users should recover salvage data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. So this is the research tree. It allows me to build things like a teleport module or power or whatever else. It also extends base building, timber, stone, alloy, and that's still just a subset of what you can build. So what I want to do is I want to get salvaged technology modules, which are littered all over the place, collecting them to unlock new tech. I'll go do that in just a moment. And here is another distress. And let's open up the cargo. Economy scanner. Cool. And there is a buried technology module directly underneath my base here. So I'll get that one too. I don't necessarily want to create like a hole right where I live. Oh god, I did not realize this dropped off so steeply. So let's get the... That's weird. Buried technology module that I live on top of disappeared. Oh, there it is. I'll get it from down here, so I'm not, like, disturbing my base's terrain. And there we go. I just gained my first salvage data. Oh, God. Is this planet just going to be pure firestorms? This is yet another firestorm. How do I just... I can't wait to leave this solar system and get a subset of planets that aren't trying to constantly murder me. That would be nice. Well, back in I go. So it wants me to use to unlock some stuff. So let's unlock the base teleport module. I learned how to make the base teleport module, which acts as a personal teleport device. Back to the base computer. It wants me to build this thing. So 4 metal plates. One, 2, and I need more ferrite for 4. Oops, wrong tool. Now, with the, your harvest device, you can restore terrain. What is going on? It was zapping that, but it wouldn't zap. You can restore terrain, so you can always put things back. So if I go to my terrain manipulator and hit middle mouse, I can restore any damage I've done by changing its mode. So if I don't want, like, a messed up, you know, environment around my base, I can always put it back. Oh, come on. I was inside. The game's like, you cooked yourself. Yeah, I know. I need 1 more, or 3 more ferrite dust for my 4th. With my 3rd panel. I'm playing like heat chicken here. Alright, so that's pure ferrite. I can't harvest that stuff. I'll just have to go with the small pebbles. Whoa, what the hell? That was, I should have scanned it. That was an animal that just, like, popped out of that geode. Was not expecting that. Let's take a look at this catalog, actually. I'm gonna, look at the catalog here. So, the species on this planet, I really will never want to scan. There are a bunch of rare on the ground, and then, like, some underground. So, yeah, I mean, there's a huge reward for scanning all this stuff, but, like, no way am I going through that effort. Storm's over. Back to mining. And it did look like some sort of, like, geode aphid thingy. But, for whatever reason, I couldn't manage to bring it up on my visor scans for species. Oh, these species are wild. They're like ground swarm clusters. Giant pineapple plants. A different type of pineapple plant. Just because I'm not aiming to scan every single type of animal doesn't mean I won't get a little bit of, I'll still get some, nanites for, like, a partial catalog. So I need enough for 1 more metal plate. Almost there. Done. Alright, next I need to gather carbon. Unfortunately, this planet doesn't... well, it has some plants. I take it back. Oh, it also has a cluster of oxygen. Sometimes you'll find clusters of the rich plants to harvest. I love finding oxygen and nitrogen. Not nitrogen, sodium, I mean. Just getting a whole bunch of the tree types scanned so I can harvest them at full credit. Alright, that should be enough carbon. And why does it... oh, yeah, there it goes. Now I have everything I need for the base teleporter module. And I'll put this bad boy right outside my base. Because if I ever teleport here and there's like a firestorm, I'm going to want to jump inside ASAP. Alright, next it wants me to learn the blueprint for the biofuel. So I can power up this thing, because it doesn't serve any purpose if it's not unpowered. So the construction research unit wants me to get the biofuel reactor, and that requires 1 more salvage data. The closest salvage data to me is 140 units over that way. Let's do it. Ooh, Starship launch fuel. Where is it exactly? Like sitting on it, but sometimes when you're directly on top of it... Oh, there it is. Doesn't show you exactly where it is. There we go. I got 1 salvage data from that, and that should allow me to build the base fuel. The base fuel refinery thingy. AKA make power. Okay. I need 1 more metal plating for it. And then also, while I'm in this, let's learn how to make cables, which is free. Because I'm not going to be able to power it up without being able to actually make the cables. So I need to collect a little bit more ferrite dust for the, Oh, come on, leave me alone. The biofuel reactor needs metal plating. And I need 50 ferrite dust for that. I have 44. I'm just trying to hide from the Sentinel, who would be pissed that I'm mining. They're so pissy. Yeah, whatever. I'm scanning. Scan me. Yep, I know. I'm mining. I'm not supposed to. Luckily, you don't understand how doors work, so I can go inside and you'll leave me alone. Yeah, let's do it. Another metal plating. Stick in a biofuel reactor. We'll put it in this corner. Getting a little claustrophobic in this room, but that's fine. Open it up. And we power this thing on with oxygen, condensed carbon, or carbon. I'm going to put condensed carbon in there. That's good for a day. And then we go to the build tool, electrical wiring, and wire up this to that. And now the teleporter is online. Alright, what is the next awakening task? New signal acquired. Alright, additional archives recovered. Scanner detects unusual broadcast, repeating 16 from the space station. End of archive. Records corrupted. So it wants me to head to the space station. Sounds good to me. Let's get up there. So in every solar system, well, just about every solar system, I think there's a few exceptions, there's a space station, which is like one of the hubs you would need to interact with to do stuff, for lack of a better term. So we're heading over there to follow up on the Awakenings task. And it's going to be a lot easier once I get to the space station to get back to my base through the teleporter. Once we unlock the space station. Will pirates stop me, though? I'm also pretty low on pulse engine fuel, so I might need to stop in a asteroid belt to refuel. The game's really good about making sure that you have what you need to be able to survive. So if like I ran out of fuel in the middle of nowhere, there would be the occasional rocks around me that I could shift boost to, like these, that would yield some fuel. So you're not ever going to be, like, truly stranded. Although this happens to be an asteroid that has silver in it, so that's not what I'm needing anyway. Asteroid mining is technically a thing, but like, ooh, this is a really cool looking space station. Going in. What? All right, going in for a second time. There we go. And here we are at the terminus. With these are not players, these are AI. Other AI ships landing and doing their business. And I need to talk to life forms around here to ask about the mysterious signal. But before I do that, I'm going to go up to this galactic trade terminal and sell off my vortex cubes and my Geknip, my Grav. I think that's all I want to sell at the moment. So there's a lot going on in the station. I'm not going to cover all the stuff that's here. I'm just going to be working on Awakenings. Otherwise, I'll be here for like an hour doing nothing. If I wanted to change the way I looked, it would be here, but I don't really care how I look. My suit's fine. All right, something friend Gek. Ask about 16. Look of surprise crosses the life form's face as they release a strange smelling gas. He farted on me. Let's try you. Ask about other travelers. Emits a dramatic squeak. Not getting a lot of answers. Let's try you. Repeat 16. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code? So, every system has a space station serving as its hub. Speaking to life forms aboard the station brings the chance to trade, learn words, or gain standing. You can also visit technology merchants to upgrade your ship and equipment, a cartographer for directions to stuff, take missions from the mission agent, or to earn valuable rewards. Use the teleporter to instantly return to your base. So before I leave here, I want to take a look at like tools and equipment. So here's another multi-tool. I can upgrade the size of my my multi-tools here, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to keep my multi-tool. Over here is for Starship and exosuits, which right now I don't need to worry too much about. I also get a free suit upgrade at this exosuit upgrader. Let's do that, and I'm going to add... So you can add it to the cargo or add it to your technology, and I want more technology slots, so I'm going to add it here. And now my inventory for technology has upgraded. Additionally, I don't think it would be necessarily a bad idea to take a look at some of my exosuit technology to allow for me to survive a little bit better. I do have the nanites. So we have thermal protection. Life support. I'm going to get life support upgrade S tier. And that's all they have here. I'll install it. And this life support that I just installed gives me 100% increase to my life support tanks and 46% to my solar power panel. Awesome. That should help for me to stay alive on planets. Movement is also a really important one, but they didn't have any S tier movement, and I don't want to buy something lower than S tier because I would never keep it for very long. So they have like a C tier movement, and that is it. There'll be a lot of other... There's literally infinite opportunities to upgrade your everything, so it's not all that important that I get it right now. For multi-tools, let's see if there's any multi-tool upgrades that might be immediately useful to me. Scanner? Sure, I'll buy it. Give my multi-tool a little scanner love. So this increases the rewards of my everything by like 10,000%. And I'll put it next to my original scanner. So flora, mineral, and fauna. Big old boost. It's, I mean, it looks nice, but it's not a big boost, but whatever. It'll help. Alright, so let's go back to our base instantly, rather than having to fly there. and continue on with the Awakenings questline so that I can sort of open up the world to more options. Let's see if I can't take advantage of the scanner boost. Fortunately, I'm on a planet that I've like scanned everything around me. Here we go. There, I got 25k for scanning that plant, which is not bad as an initial reward. So when you're like early game and poor, some of the upgrades make a lot of sense. Later on, it doesn't when you're not as poor. Archive terminated. Select a new task. Begin decryption. Decoding. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings, fly to us, and claim your place among the stars. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. And it is off planet. I could take off from here, but I'd be spending launch fuel. So it will be cheaper for me to just teleport back to the station and take off from the station, which does not require launch fuel. And doing things economically makes sense. I am also almost out of pulse engine charge, meaning we're going to need to refuel soon. So where does it want me to go? Oh, frickin', okay. Back to the Sentinel planet. Woo! Alright, before I pulse drive over there, I'm gonna grab some fuel. So I'm gonna release a pulse wave, hoping to find, like, dense tritium asteroids. It's not too hard to get fueled up just by flying through one of these asteroid belts. Your ship, how does it teleport to you? Video game magic. Not all your vessels will teleport with you like that, but your ship does. There's larger ships called freighters that do not teleport with you, however. Alright, that should be a decent amount of fuel. Cool. Now back to the Flourishing Planet, which has horrific storms and aggressive sentinels, because just my luck, right? Now, some of the tech that I have not yet installed is a shield and a bolt caster, which is a gun for my multi-tool. And then for my, oh, actually, let's do this. My oxygen recycler installing in my suit for a little boost to life support tanks. So I have pretty good life support now, which will make it easier for me to breathe in, oh, you know what? I'm going to detour real quick. I think this freighter's probably my point of interest, but the freighter is also a free landing spot. The wreck of the SV UNO. Read the log. Date stamp. Life goes on, day by day, delivering after. I hope to go home soon. The life of a is not for one like me. Multiple sentry energy signatures detected, requiring immediate. Dropping out of warp. There's the Sentinels. What are they doing? Fighting each other. The Sentinels are engaging each other, ignoring us for now. Sentinels have departed. Their distress signal Bri. Broadcasting 16 on repeat. I'm going to take a look. Salvage materials from the wreck. So if I open up my visor here, as you can see, there's cargo pods. And I'm going to salvage the materials here. The cargo pods in this area are not nice to stick around in when you open them up, so get moving once you loot, or face the potential of an incredible amount of radiation. Yeah, I just hit record high radiation just now. Alright, looking for the other cargo pods, so there's one directly beneath me. Credits. The freighters, these downed, destroyed freighters, all have their cargo pods in the same sort of rendered or generated locations. So once you've looted a few of them, you get pretty used to where the stuff is. Launch fuel. There's a sentinel near. Oh, that's gonna scan me. Go away. No, no. Why? Oh, there was a lip in the ground. I couldn't run forwards. I should be able to get away if I just sit in here. Yeah, I lost them. So I don't want to open this pod until they're gone, because otherwise I like irradiate myself. He came inside, he couldn't even see me. What a dummy. Ooh, salvage frigate module, that's nice to find. More credits. And let's take a quick look at... that's not part of this. It's been a while since I did one of these. So... I think I got all but that cargo pod. Okay, done. Salvaged it all. Got antimatter housing. Let's head back to... Oh, what does it want me to do? Reach the signal. Alright, before the sentinels scan me, I'm gonna pop out. And it wants me to just go... Oh, watch where you're going! Drunk driver. Wants me to go right over here. Wait, to a different freighter? What? Okay. I don't mind if I do, I guess. Wings of the Anomaly. Signal has led me to a wreck of a freighter, colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. So, let's request the log. And there's a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars, take flight. Schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Take in the blueprint. I pulled the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for the conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. I need chromatic metal and microprocessors. Chromatic metal, as you recall, is smelted copper. Is there even copper on this planet? there is copper. Okay, so let's find copper on this planet. And smelt it up. Before I do that, let's maybe loot this cargo freighter too. I mean, I'm here, might as well, right? I thought the other cargo freighter was my... Oh, freaking jump, dude. Oh my god. The other cargo freighter was, I thought, the quest location, but it just happened to be adjacent to this one. By coincidence. That doesn't happen very often. They're usually not that close. I keep getting caught on terrain. I'm, as you might have noticed, so much more used to having a powerful jetpack and stuff like that. So I feel very nerfed. And I'll be working on that if you vote for me to work on that once the Awakenings line, or some of the Awakenings line is over. Starship launch fuel, that's a nice find. More frigate module, awesome. And we're almost done with this one, too. There's also some buried tech. I think just one more cargo pod. And, like, a lot of animals around that have yet to scan. But I think, given the hostility of this planet, I'm not making it a priority to catalog the animals here, because these sentinels would make that really annoying to do. There'll be better planets for that later on. And I got one piece of salt. Okay. So it wants me to build the hyperdrive, and in order to do that, I need to find copper. Oh, you know what? I should have landed and tagged copper nearby first. Because I can take off and land here for free. And the microprocessors are... You can find them, but, like... It's a lot more reasonable to just buy them at the station above. $600 units. Could be the closest. That's not very far. Let's go for it. And instead of flying over there, I'll just hoof it. Oh, I meant to transfer that to the starship. I'm also going to throw out this salt. I don't need a 1 unit of salt filling in my suit. So it's tagging the space station up here for me to buy the microprocessors, but I'm going to focus on getting the... Ooh, it's a field of salt. I'm going to focus on getting the copper for the chromium, the chromatic metal first. That makes a lot more sense. Well, this is fortuitous. I'll have hazard protection for days. Salt, this sodium also helps refill your ship shields. So if your ship comes under fire and your shields are getting whittled down, that will refill that as well. I shouldn't pass up the knowledge stones while I'm here. Learning some new words. So the word for eye. I'm doing my best to evade the sentinels because I'm not spoiling for a fight with my mining laser. I don't even have a weapon that would be appropriate to take against a sentinel fight. And a level 1 beamcaster isn't going to get me very far either. Essentially, the sentinel threat is similar to that of like GTA or whatever, where like you fight them and they get reinforced with a stronger force, and then you fight them and they get reinforced. Eventually it terminates, you'll be finished, but there's no way for me to do that without them winning first, because they aren't a pushovers. And they do not like me exploiting the terrain like I am, but I've embedded myself in the earth, so they can't really have a good firing angle on me. They can bite me. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough copper for the chromatic metal that I need, so I'm going to refine what I have and then figure out what more I need. Oh, did I? Ah, shoot. I left my portable refiner in my other base, so I'm going to need to get more ferrite to build a new one. I forgot to bring it with me. Pretty easy to do, just evading the sentinels. They're pretty blind if you're like in a cave, so he's like staring at me, and I guess technically he sees me. But he's not firing at me, so I don't much care. Right, let's break line of sight so that they don't detect me, so I can have freedom of movement once I'm done refining. So, new refiner. I guess I'll leave the other refiner at my base. And we're refining copper, and I get 82. 82 plus the 120, the 26 I have here isn't enough. I think I need 125 total. Yes, so I'm going to need another node of copper. So before I go to the space station to buy the microprocessors, I should try to spot another node. Alternatively, I could take off on my ship and land somewhere else, because it doesn't look like there's a I don't know. That's the copper I just mined. I don't see any other copper nearby, so I might need to relocate somewhere new. I could also try a different planet too. I mean, this planet's been nothing but hostile to me, so there's nothing saying I have to get it here. I can get it anywhere. And this planet might be the most annoying because of the sentinel threat. So that's what I'll do. I'll head back to the ship and head to the station, buy the microprocessors that it wants me to buy, and then use the teleporter to teleport back to my base and get the rest at my base. I'm getting lots of money for my now. Oh, frickin' stop. No, I'm not here. Ah, God damn it. They're so aggro. Swear to God. I cannot stop anywhere for more than like 2 seconds before they're like, you're under arrest. Frickin' leave me alone. That's interesting. I could use the uranium in my ship to refuel my radiation shield, but I couldn't send my salvage frigate module to my ship. So it's like, I'm close enough for some things, but not for all things. Interesting. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. It's a pretty planet, but it's also pretty mean. Now, when you die, you lose, like, pretty much everything in your inventory. So keeping important things on your starship, if you think your starship's going to survive longer, is, like, a better strategy. So I've been moving the more expensive stuff to the starship in case, like, I croak, because the stuff stashed in the starship would survive. Because I'm not planning on taking any big fights with my starship right now. Oh, speaking of which, yar, pirates, renegade. No, eat me. So much piracy. Yeah. I say to you what I said to the last 10 dudes, or 3 dudes that tried to steal my stuff, which is eat rockets, loser. Where'd the other one go? Well, what the hell? There was 2 of them that warped in, and I did not kill 2. I killed 1. Whatever. Credit. I'll take it. Thank you for tuning in to No Man's Sky, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind I've called for no backseating or spoilers, so avoid those in the comments if you could. Thank you. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow travelers.